Okay, so this is a DRL adapter kit that I've made myself. Now, there's most likely more experienced and talented electricians out there that would perhaps do a better job than this, but this is kind of a crude version. What you need in order to make one of these is a 2 amp connector block, electrical connector block. You need at least between 20 and 30 centimeters of just speaker wire, either 2 amp or 5 amp speaker wire. You need a set of connectors, which I've got these, which are, you can pick them up from your Motor Factor stores, and they look like that, very dinky, but they're brilliant. Just put the cable in, crimp it, and then to connect to the wires, instead of cutting wires or junction boxing things, we've got these sort of I call them crocodile clips, but I know that term's wrong. But these, now, I've heard that they're not the most reliable, but they are the easiest to fit, especially on an already powered source. So we've got them. So you end up with a kit like this. So they connect onto your wires, that connects into your DRLs, and then obviously this comes as a whole kit. Then when you order from Temu, because this is where I got these from, these are cheap enough from Temu, you can pick them up, I think, between £3 to £5, depending on the supplier, and they come with just these 3 wires, and you can see they're very thin, and trying to connect them to just one of these and whatever is really fiddly, and it's taken a lot of trial and error for me to discover this. So the purpose of this kit is I'm going to put this together, sorry, that's the wrong one. I'm going to put this together, and then it's a case of at least then you have a kit that you can connect to your DRLs. If you're wondering why the wires are the colour they are, so red is the most obvious, power. Black, again obvious, negative or ground. And then yellow is your signal to your indicators, because these do the indicator strobing effect as well. So that's why I've got all these connectors ready to connect to the right power source in order to do the job. So all you need to do is obviously connect each one into each power, screw them in at the junction connection block or connector block. I don't know why I put the word junction in there, I do apologise, I do have a tendency to overcomplicate words. And then that's all together then. And then when you go to connect it, it's a case of you find out which wires are the right wires on your lights. So you need a constant power source, you need a ground or an earth or a negative, and then obviously, like I said, you've got your signal wire which you need to connect that to. Then in turn, these should all work as what you would find on a newer car. So once you've connected these wires in, it is a fiddly job. You have to, there's a certain way of doing it, but once you've connected the wires in, everything should then be quite taut. Make sure all the screws are tight and everything. Just make sure my camera focuses. Everything should then hopefully be connected as it should. And then there's your adapter kit. When reinstalling the lights and you've put all the screws and everything back together, when sticking DRL, make sure it's in front of the black sheath in front of the headlight. Now if you don't have one of these, normally roughly about 2 centimeters or an inch from the back of the headlight, and it will come over quite nicely and it will show on your headlight. Try and get as much of it showing through here, because when you've connected the indicators or blinkers as you call them over in the US, they do a strobing effect, and these have the letters on for which direction that they are. So this will do the strobing effect as well as that indicator on, which is why you can try and get it showing as much as possible, or as much as you can. Same for the other side, just to get an equal effect on the lights. So when installing DRLs, you use a 13 bit on the front. Then there's also two down the back. So there is one just located, if my camera can focus, pretty much where my finger's pointing here, and underneath the airbox bit, which is down there. Now when installing the DRL kit, if I can just zoom in there slightly, if I can, maybe I can't, but down where my finger is, you will see that the blocks are connected. I now have DRLs that work, can be seen, and they don't look half bad. They might need a bit tidying up, but it looks the job.
Lagging whilst gaming? Out of steam after a long day at work and you want to go out raving? Or just need something to get you through your grueling day? Dubby Energy, a healthier alternative to the off-the-shelf brands. Dubby is packed full of the important aminos and vitamins that canned energy drinks don't provide. This product doesn't contain artificial additives and is also sugar-free, maltodextrin and keto-free. One tub on average is cheaper than consuming 2 cans per day of the off-the-shelf brands. Order your Dubby Energy via their website at dubby.gg and use my promo code VaderMonkeyJ to get yourself 10% off your order. Keeping yourself energized doesn't have to be unhealthy.